What?
I think it's the time that we went down to the creek, and then we were trying to show Liam what a crawdad was, and then
I had a leech
and then
stuck in my
I told
hand.
you that it was a dead crawdad in the kitchen, and it was a leech.
Did you know it was a leech?
No.
You lied to me?
I didn't. I really didn't.
All right.
Who could have known?
You could have known. All right.
And then we went to Walmart.
Who had a leech? You had a leech? Well, I thought it was like, we had these things in Kentucky called crawdads, which are these little like lobster kind of things. Yeah. And he'd never seen one because I'm Australian, and it's like crazy down there. So we tried to find one for him in a creek, and I lifted a rock up, and I thought it was a crawdad, and Jennifer told me it was a crawdad.
I told him to catch it.
And I went to grab it, and it was actually a leech, and like lashed onto my hand. I was like flinging it around. It was, I thought I was gonna die.
And Liam and I just took off and left him in the creek.
You were gonna die. The leech attached.
You were gonna die.
That was a lot. That's a lot.
Everybody run for themselves.
Did you guys get to meet Suzanne Collins, and what was that like?
Yeah, I spoke to Suzanne Collins a few days after I got the role, and she's a wonderful person and obviously an incredible writer. She's the reason we're all here. So.
You guys got to meet Suzanne?
Yeah, actually the first time I met her was when I went in for my audition. I had no idea she was going to be in the room. So I walked in and Suzanne was sitting there, and I was like,
really?
All right, I'm about to show you what Peter looks like, but you wrote him, so I hope that it's good. I was a little nervous, but she's so sweet. She told me if I ever needed anything to call her, and she would like help me out with whatever.
He calls her all the time.
Yeah, we're BFFs. We're hardcore BFFs.
Speaking of the audition process, what was it like for each of you? With Jennifer.
Well, I had a meeting with Gary before, and that's when I loved him and thought he was going to be amazing, and then I met him. And then there was an audition with the casting director and some of the producers, and then Gary, and we improv'd for a little bit. He was president now, and I was Katniss.
And Josh, what about you when you went in? Did you have to wear the blonde hair and everything, or?
No, I had the good old brown hair.
Good old brown hair.
Josh, say brown hair again.
Brown hair, yeah. But yeah, no, I went up for the first audition, and I saw Suzanne there, and it was with Gary and a few of our producers and whatnot, and it felt great. And then like another week later, I came back and auditioned. I read with Jennifer in person, and that went awesome as well. And then yeah, they called me like a week after that, and I was really excited and literally rendered speechless when I heard I got the part. So
I think anybody would. Liam, what was the audition process for you?
Mine's pretty much exactly the same as Josh. I came and read with Gary the first time, and I saw Josh in the waiting room, and yeah, I had a great read with Gary, and got called back a week later and saw Josh in the waiting room again, and then read with Jennifer, and I don't know, it went really well, I guess.
How was it like working with Lenny Kravitz? That's what I want to know.
Mr. Kravitz. You used to like, you were friends with his daughter, so like you would call him Mr. Kravitz, and he was like.
Yeah, I've known Mr. Kravitz for a long time, and I've always called him Mr. Kravitz because he's my friend's dad. And then when we got on set, I had to start calling him Lenny because like Grips and people from the crew started to call him Mr. Kravitz, and I was getting embarrassed.